one, let's go. Oh boy, they went and did it now. They done made me grumpy, and now I gotta be ultra about it. Thus the name. Hi guys, Ultra Grump here, and I am giving you this audio to basically go on a bit of a rant of sorts. So tonight, it was night. I don't know why I say today, force habit. Tonight, I went to the movies and saw the Mystery Movie of the Month. It's supposed to be a weekly thing in some theaters. Well, my local theater, it does it about once a month or so. They took a break from doing it for a while because it just wasn't that major of a revenue earner, like airing big name movies, of course. But that's also part of the gimmick with Mystery Movie Monday, is that you don't know what the movie is until you actually go and see it. And they make it very, very tempting because the tickets are $5 a piece. So it's really, really cheap, even cheaper than $6 Tuesdays, to go and see a mystery movie that may be good, may be garbage. I attended 3 Mystery Movie Monday airings so far this year, and those mystery movies were, in order, Fight or Flight, which was a funny as hell action movie. You had The Last Rodeo, which I remember vividly. It aired around the same time as Lilo and Stitch, and because it has a similar runtime and rating advertised for that mystery movie that month, some people legitimately thought they were going to see an early screening of Lilo and Stitch when that was not the case. Yeah. And the last mystery movie before this one I'm about to talk about was for the movie The Life and Times of Chuck. I admittedly got into that screening pretty late, but I was there enough to understand the concept of the movie, and it was fascinating. It wasn't bad. It was definitely something I wouldn't go out my way to watch, but when it's a mystery movie, yeah, okay, it's fair. You earned my $5. So this month, the mystery movie was for the movie Sketch, and it's a movie that typically won't really get that much advertising, and that's another angle with the mystery movie, is that a lot of the movies that get aired are tended to be 9 times out of 10 movies that wouldn't really sell that well because they're not Disney or Universal or Illumination or Sony, so they have to rely on word of mouth to get people to watch it. Think of the movie Sinners, but without having a built-in fan base like Ryan Coogler. And even then, people could shit on that idea by saying, well, he only got that big because he directed the Black Panther movies. He did more than just that, but I understand that's going to be the first thing people are going to give him credit for. And we'll make a judgment based on that, whether they like the movie or not like the movie. So, back to the main topic at hand. The latest movie that was here, I already said it, it's Sketch. The movie itself is a PG movie, and according to Wikipedia, it calls itself a fantasy comedy type movie, but the pacing and the way the movie went, I didn't pick up on that. It really did come across like it wanted to be a horror movie, but you have to remember, this is supposed to be for kids, right? This is targeted for children. So you don't get any profanity. The only bad word they use in this movie is hell. And at one point, one of the main characters said the word shit, but it was cut off halfway, so it just sounded like he said, oh sh, and it cuts off. So it doesn't go too far with the language. It really follows that PG rating pretty strongly. And there's 2 things that I want to knock this movie for. The main thing I want to knock this movie for is its affiliation with the movie studio Angel Studios. And for those who don't know, Angel Studios is this conservative religious studio that a lot of boomers happen to just love their content. They're responsible for producing that series, The Chosen, which supposedly is supposed to be a dramatic retelling of the life of biblical figure Jesus Christ. Yeah, and not really something that's secular. It's pretty much made for a certain demographic. If you're pecking up what I'm putting down, my brother. So a lot of their fans are going to watch whatever they put out and support it. Think of it like how in the old days when people used to go out their way to buy the VeggieTale tapes for their children. You know the type of people that were buying the VeggieTale tapes, but they weren't dangerous. They were just family people who wanted some family-friendly, Christian-laced entertainment. But as do most things, it got so big that when it got a freaking show on Cubo, it had to become more secular. It had to lose some of that Christian lessons and morality that they were passing on, because they know that it can't really push that as strongly as you could if you were outside of the Christian channel realm. And if this comes off like I'm bashing Christianity here, I'm not. I'm not trying to. I was born a Christian, raised by a Christian household, but we weren't like strict about it. We weren't like, you have to repent daily and your life is made to be a sinner, so you will have to repent every day till the day you die. Like, no, we wasn't brought up that way. But it definitely played a part in my childhood. I mentioned my family was one of those families that bought the VeggieTale tapes. But besides the point, I wanted to address the angle with Angel Studios, because doing my research about this movie, I learned two things. One, that of course there's going to be a subreddit for it. In this case, is a whole subreddit dedicated to the concept of Mystery Movie Monday. And that's how I found out that this concept isn't new. This has been a thing at Regal Cinemas around the country for years, but it finally caught on to my hometown, and a local cinema is doing their own Mystery Movie Monday, which happens to co-align with the Mystery Movie Mondays that Regal releases. But the only difference is my local theater isn't a Regal cinema, but a local regional chain. So they don't have the funds to keep doing Mystery Movie Monday as frequently as Regal. Yo, take a drink every time I say Mystery Movie Monday. But not really, though. Only if you really built that way. Just kidding. So, the second thing I wanted to address, and I think will be the biggest controversy for this movie, is its advertised campaign. Now, of course, this is nothing really new with Angel Studio films. I mentioned The Last Rodeo before. That was also distributed by Angel Studios. And it did a pretty decent attempt to not be super heavy into the religious allegory. I mean, there were some Christian elements in The Last Rodeo because you just know it was going to be. And at the end of The Last Rodeo, it ended in a practice that Angel Studios does that I actually had my grandma confirm, because she watched The Chosen and was a big fan of their project. Call to action that Angel Studios does is they encourage people to scan the QR code at the end of the movie, so that way they can help spread the message, and ideally there will be some type of award for it. So during The Last Rodeo, since they knew that this was going to be a movie that wasn't going to sell that well in theaters, they had this whole angle where the viewers who thought the movie was good and had a great message was encouraged to scan the QR code at the end, and it'll be led to a donation page where they can donate money, and that money that was donated would ideally help to give away tickets to the movie, so people who normally can't afford to go out and see the movie could still watch the movie. It means well in practice, but of course, the main angle here is that it really was trying to get more people to sign up for Angel Studios newsletter, which, as you can pretty much pick up while I'm picking down here, I'm hoping, if we're on the same page, brother, is that they would abuse that privilege in order to get more and more people indoctrinated to their grift. Or, I'm sorry, it's not a grift, it's just ideology, okay? And yeah, some of the content that they help co-produce is also distributed by the Daily Wire, who has a pretty garbage doo-doo butter of a network. But you know what? We're not going to talk about them. This video is already political enough, and I have been very giving from my extreme beliefs on this. So, I've been holding this off for long enough. The reason I definitely wanted to make this video was what happened at the end of Sketch. In the end, the main character, who's played by Buster from Arrested Development, mind you, is that they promote this app called the Sketch Monster AI Maker. And it's just pretty much give you a summary of the movie. It's like if you were combined the concept of Chalk Zone with the Lake of Reincarnation from the broken Matt Hardy universe. Anything you draw can come to life through the power of this magic pawn. Now, of course, they never outright say it's because of the power of God that these abominations were made, because they don't want to imply that the almighty creator could have ever made something as unholy as these monsters that was causing mayhem and destruction. No. But they did have that really weird out-of-pocket line where they asked the when the girl character asked the father to basically make a pinky promise, but without saying pinky promise, they said put it on your covenant. And even then, it's like whoever wrote the movie was like, put on your covenant? Who says that? That's not a normal thing that's said. I feel like that's something that they put in there because they wanted to catch on. Like, oh, word, put on your covenant. People aren't going to just outright start saying that. Even as good as Sketch was, it's not meme-worthy like that. And, I'm still getting off topic. Fuck. The reason I wanted to rant about this is because at the end they had a QR code where you could scan it and you'll be able to make this monster come to life, and you'll be able to either take photos or upload photos of your creations. And it really is advertised for kids, by the way, where you could get this free app and you'll be able to make your own monster like they did in the movie. Your drawings will come to life, and it's powered by AI. It's an AI app. It's an app that makes AI movie clips come to life. It's fucking AI animation. I'm not gonna be the guy who uses the next 15 minutes to just rant about all the evils of AI, right? You are on YouTube right now. You can probably look all this shit up if you wanted to. But the reason I'm bringing this shit up here is because of the fact that AI is being pushed as a marketing tool to promote a movie that's made for kids. Like, this was a movie that was very much made with children in mind. And because of the fact that they saw how powerful and how cool that this concept was in the movie, they had to make it a reality. They had to make it a real freaking app that you can use to get your drawings to come to life like you did in the movie. But the most insidious thing about this shit, besides the fact that it's AI slop that's going to encourage more kids to just make AI garbage, is the fact that in order to use the app, you have to make an Angel Studios account. So you have parents who took their kids to watch this movie, and I'm sure there'll be even more parents who'll go and do the same thing when it officially launches nationwide on August 8th, I believe. I think that's the date they gave on their website. That they're gonna have even more kids download this freaking app because it looks so cool. And not only are they contributing to the problem, making more AI garbage, but because of the fact that they're going to put in their parents' email if they don't have their own email at this point, so they could spam their parents with freaking garbage from Angel Studios. And I know of this little trick here, and follow me here. Let me put you on game, okay? Angel Studios is not the most tech savvy of places. I mean, obviously, their main bread and butter is about the man who can make bread and fish. So what they are more than likely going to do is they're going to gather this information and they're going to use it to, of course, upsell. They're going to use it to get more people to donate to their causes and more, which normally isn't a bad thing, but because we are talking about people who help co-produce content for the Daily Wire, it can't help but feel like there's going to be some revisionist history taking place here in some degree. So, the trick that I am placed to test this theory, and I'll make sure I make a follow-up to this so you guys can hold me up on this, is that I purposely put my email as my email plus angelstudios@gmail.com. And this is a trick that supposedly allows you to use your email, but it would be a teller to identify who used your email for what. So every now and then I see emails from that's being sent to my email plus insert brand here, and I know that that's the company that had the data breach. That was the company that went and sold my email to make some money. And that's exactly what I'm doing here with Angel Studios, because I don't believe for a fact that, about a shadow of a doubt, that they're going to sell my information. They're going to try to make money off the fact that they think they have my email, which technically they do, but I put it in a way where it makes it very freaking obvious to me about where am I magically getting Daily Wire emails from. Not saying that's going to happen, but it's really hard to fight the allegations if you're really parroting up to the guy who is promoting the freaking genocide that's happening in the Middle East right now, because the freaking country of Israel. Oh, look at the time. It is almost 20 minutes in. So, in recap, this app is AI slop. It's probably going to get, used maybe once or twice before the kid fucking uninstalls it, so they can have more space for Roblox and Fortnite and whatever fucking mobile gacha game that'll catch their fancy next. And poor parents that just took their kids to see this movie and just thought it would be a fun family fun. Now they're getting even more spam and garbage sent to their email box because their kid just wanted to play a fucking app. I'm probably going to make the thumbnail for this video probably like an image of that app, so that way you guys know why I'm shitting on this movie so much. Again, the movie is fine. It's just I don't fuck with the way that they're directly advertising email lists to kids. It screams Ovaltine to me. Join Little Annie's freaking mystery ring solver club, and you can get this decoder ring, which will just promote Ovaltine. In this case, the Ovaltine is the body and the blood of Christ. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Tell y'all boys that the monsters are scarier than they appear, and that the tone of the movie really is shitty. It makes it feel like it should have been a horror movie, except they have tonal whiplash and they throw in some kids on top, and luckily they never show anybody's dead. But I'm pretty sure that bus driver's fucking dead, right? Like, we don't see her for the rest of the movie. I'm pretty sure she's dead.